Hello everyone, this is Bea from Ashbea Music. Today we will be learning how to be confident at answering questions on texture in the 11+ Music Aptitude Test. In the last decade or so, we have observed that many students have been struggling with the texture part. Rightly so, it is by far one of the most difficult parts in this exam. One of the most common questions we get asked is, how does one practice texture? How can one possibly hear every note individually whilst multiple notes are being played at the same time? That's pretty tricky. It can be more challenging for students who play melodic instruments like the flute, clarinet, violin, as they don't have as much experience in recognizing piano chords. When two or more notes are played at the same time, we call that a chord. Notes tend to resonate and create an overlap of sounds or pitches. Therefore, it can be difficult to hear individual notes clearly. Some notes in the higher register tend not to last very long compared to the notes in the lower register. I will be using the piano to demonstrate these concepts. We are now going to focus on two main rules, and the first one is to identify the top and the bottom note first, even when they hear four notes or three notes at the same time. Zoom in to the highest note and the lowest first, sing them or hear them in your mind. So let's just demonstrate. I'll start with two notes first. We've got the highest note, sing that out loud or in your head, and the lowest note there. There is nothing in between to disrupt those two notes. I will now play another note in between, so you get to hear three notes. So now you can hear this middle note in between. I'm going to add my fourth note now. You hearing clashes, the sound, it's not crystal clear. I will now play three notes, and now I'll play two. The notes are very clear. There's nothing in between those two notes. Now, they don't always have to sound this clean. Often you will hear a clash as well. For example, it's a different type of clash to when we were hearing four notes. Tip number 2, don't be deceived by how clashy something sounds or how deep or robust or thundery the sound is. Let me give you an example. The same notes, but now played an octave lower to where they were before. It's now a lot more thundery, even though you're hearing two notes. When it's two and they sound clashy, they're still reasonably easy to identify. If I add two more notes between those two clashy notes, it will sound a lot different. Now you hear how thundery this chord sounded compared to just these two notes. The higher register notes will sound very thin, and they will not resonate as much. There's a lot more going on when it's four notes played in a higher register compared to it's a lot thinner versus not a lot going on between the top and the bottom note. Things to watch out for. When the notes are too high, the texture of the chord becomes very thin and the notes do not resonate as much. It makes it hard to identify the difference between 2 to 4 notes. It is important that you ask yourself how clear or how unclear your notes came across. You can hear there's a lot more notes to identify and they all overlap in each other and clashing. There's a lot more here to identify, and it's not as clean as when you hear two notes being played in a higher register. It's quite a lot thinner, and I'll play a bunch of 4-note chords in the higher register. When the notes are too low, the texture of the chord becomes very thick and robust and thundery, loud, since the lower register notes resonate for much longer. This can confuse the ears and make them feel as if there are a lot of notes vibrating at the same time. It also makes it hard to identify the difference between 2, 3 or 4 notes. It's going to be a lot more challenging than hearing them in a middle register. So let's just try and identify the lowest and the highest note when I play my chords down here at the bottom of the piano. I'll start with 2 notes first. This is quite thundery. On top of that, the notes I chose are super clashy. And let's hear the top note first. And now play it together. Now I'm going to add another note in between. Now I'm going to play my 4th note. And you can hear this is by far the most thundery chord. This would instantly mean that there are 4 notes in this chord. Now I'm going back to the initial 2 notes I played. And you can instantly hear what the difference is between the 2 versus the 4. So here again, we mustn't be fooled by the fact that the notes are very low. They vibrate as if there are multiple notes on top of each other, and it creates this very deep and thick sound. Focus on the individual notes. Can you hear the top note? Can you hear the bottom note? And now try and hear them at the same time. It's quite tricky, but it can be done. Adjacent notes can make it very difficult to recognize the amount of notes that are used in this cluster. You can hear that the notes are very close together. I'm going to play them individually. You are hearing 3 notes. Now I'm just going to play 2 notes next to each other. Versus 3. Now that 3rd note just added an extra layer. And now I'm going to add my 4th note. This cluster chord is probably the easiest one to hear because it creates a very clashy cluster sound. Versus 2. The more adjacent notes are being added, the sound becomes progressively less clear. Now, let's point out a few other challenges that we may encounter when practicing texture. 2 notes played wide apart on the piano, and one of them is very low. This instantly creates an illusion that there are multiple notes being played. Let me show you. Very high note, C here, and a low note, B here. This low note can mislead you. But you can instantly hear this huge gap between the 2, and you can tell that there are no other notes in between those 2. If I play a much lower note and a note in a middle register, it will have a different sound. Now this is a lot harder to figure out. So let's focus on the top note and the bottom note. And together. Now you may think, well, it still sounds quite thundery, quite heavy, but let's have a listen to 4 notes, and we are going to reuse our top and bottom note. You're going to hear a big difference. Versus 2. Where's my highest? Where's my lowest? Is there anything in between? And how clean or unclean the sound is. How difficult is it to pick out each note? And the next tip I'd like to share with you is this. When two same pitch names are being used in a 4-note chord, that can be really tricky. You will almost always think that you are hearing 3 notes instead of 4 when two same notes like C and C are being included in my 4-note chord. Two C's played together can sound like one note. They are the same name, but one is an octave higher. And now I'm going to include 2 notes in between. Now, often my students assume that they heard 3 notes because their ears are unable to hear that there were indeed 2 C's hidden in this chord because they feel the same way, but one is higher and the other one is lower. I'll play you 3 notes, the bottom C plus the 2 notes in the middle. And now I'll add the top C. And now I'll remove the bottom C. And you can hear it sounds a lot thinner because I have chosen the higher notes. Now I'm going to add my 4th note back, my lower C. So the best way to practice your texture is by using the piano or keyboard. If you don't have one, you can always download a virtual keyboard on your phone, tablet or laptop. I will list a couple of suggestions in our description box. Ask your parents, siblings or friends to test you by playing 2, 3 or 4 notes at the same time. After each answered chord, ask them to play all the individual notes so you can hear them clearly. Try to sing them back as well. You may ask, how often should I practice texture? Well, we advise to practice at least 4 times per week. However, we recommend switching to daily practice. You can also use our full mat tests on our YouTube channel, which include all 4 sections. You will find the individual links to our videos in our description box. I really hope you found this video helpful and that you are beginning to feel more confident already. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to receive more videos in future. All the best with your practice and see you next time.